Megan Williams. I am our host tonight. Thank you, everyone, for your patience tonight. We're so excited to be able to share what we have in store, what we have a possibility to create some extra income. And tonight I was asked to do a brief presentation and then give some training that we could take and really run hard over the next 2.5, 3 weeks before we have a huge event in Dallas. And I think this is really important because a lot of us on the call right now are from Texas, which is great. And to get to Dallas might be anywhere from a 2 to 7 hour drive, depending on what part of Texas you're in. But what I really love about this, no matter what part of the country you're in, what I have to share gives value to everyone. And today I had some really great Zooms with different amazing individuals across the country. And what I'm finding is people are trying to find solutions to a couple things. They would like to, one, make more money. How many of us would love to make more money, right? The next thing they want is they would like to save money. They'd like to keep some money in their pocket. They feel like with inflation, everything is getting more crazy and expensive. And then the third thing they're looking for is the right environment to win. People that they can associate with that can really give some great synergy. And we have to each pull our part, but what's so incredible about this idea is that we can create something together and win really big. And so tonight I'm going to address those three things. I'm going to share a business that is growing across the country that puts us in a place where we can offer solutions. Now, here's what I know. A lot of us are a little bit older. Like I would say a lot of us on the call tonight are in our 30s or 40s, maybe 50s. We're not right out of college or, young 20s. We've been in the workforce. We know how to work hard. We know how to build relationships. The problem is most of us have a time restriction. So when I saw this business, literally 22 years ago, I was teaching high school full time. I was getting my master's degree and I was coaching 2 sports. And I absolutely loved what this had to offer. So let me share a few things with us. I'm going to share my screen. If you're on a phone, you might have to flip me to the side so that it will make more sense. Let me get my PowerPoint to where I want it to be. I was playing around with it because if those of you who know me for a while, I'm always all over the place when I'm presenting and training. So y'all get to work it out with me. So here we go. Here's what I loved about this. When I first saw the business 22 years ago, I realized we were offering services, things that people have to spend anyways. I didn't have to convince someone to use the phone. And if you notice here, we have partnerships with wireless, internet. Now, listen, we can't even be on this call if we don't have internet. So we've all shopped for these bills before, right? What if we could offer a better price to things we're paying, like for our energy bill? Right now in 19 states, we can offer a solution to energy. Healthcare, which I'm going to spend a little bit of time on here for a few minutes. Security automation. We have a friend who just got another a property. He's turning it into an Airbnb and he wants to have security and automation there to keep track of it in between his renters. How about a business who would like to cut fees on their payment processing? Maybe you've got friends who are ready to travel. They're close to retirement. They want to have fun. We have a travel club that is crazy good on saving money and keeping money in our pockets. And then one of the most important things that I have finding is one of the most critical things is identity theft protection. How many of us have an identity? Oh, just everyone. And how many of us know that the hackers are out there, whether we like it or not? And it's not that they're necessarily getting on our computer, but they are getting into the big conglomerates and they're stealing our information and then using it out on the dark web. So again, we can offer solutions for all of that at price points that make people happy. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about price point and excitement of our healthcare. We made a strategic partnership 2 years ago with a group, a nonprofit called Impact Health Sharing. It is a privatized healthcare group that is nationwide and it's pooling hardworking individuals, entrepreneurs, business owners, individuals who are looking for solutions to the high cost, and we're able to cut costs, not care. And what I love about Impact is it's comprehensive. We get to pick any doctor facility. I had a brother who just had surgery on his knee. He actually ended up having to get it replaced with this silver ball, and he feels like $1 million. And Impact worked with him, the physician, the facility, and out of a $30,000 procedure, he's only going to have to spend around $5,000, which is huge. It's totally something he needed to do. And he didn't have to go to 500 different places to get a referral. He could go directly to the best doctor in the city out in Scottsdale, Arizona area, and he could pick who he wanted. You get unlimited access to telemedicine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for $0 provider fee. Great pharmaceutical pricing, sometimes 40 up to 90% cheaper. Plus, our co-pays, our deductibles are so much smaller and can work for a family who's hardworking and doesn't go to the doctor all the time, but things come up and you won't be stuck with huge medical bills. And as a privatized pooled idea is we pool, but we really all share in our expenses, is we can start plans at $73 and $378 for families. And I'm going to tell you, when I am talking to the hardworking business owner, entrepreneur, friends of mine who are struggling to have better value, to have, things work for their crazy, crazy budgets, they are so excited. In fact, some of them can't believe we can do what we do at our price point. And it has been incredible growing and expanding this healthcare program. So, again, what I've just shared is there is value out there that we can share. And how many of us have referred a good doctor, a dentist, a restaurant, a movie to our friends? Right? When we find a smoking deal, we love to tell it, don't we, ladies? Oh, I got this outfit. I know it's name brand, but I got it for $14, right? Like, we love to share when things are great. That's what this business is about. Our business is taking all of our great relationships and sharing with them that we have options. And when the option is the right fit, they win and we can create income from those referrals. Now, I'm going to walk through the business side of it so you can understand how this can work. And then I'm going to break it down tonight in a very brief training to go over the things that are most important. All right. Now, we also can earn free cell phones and free energy and free identity theft protection. We can do a lot of really great things. But what I have found is we need something that can fit in our busy schedule, that doesn't have a lot of overhead, but has leverage. So when we partner with our company, the company is called ACN. It's 32 years old, and we can work all across the entire United States. We get our own personalized website, training and marketing. We get business tracking and reporting. And what I love about this is we can partner with them to give these referrals for only $299 one time. And then for $25 a month, they support everything we're doing. In fact, today on the website, we were trying to order an internet TV bundle for a friend of ours who's moving to Florida. And the website wasn't working. It wasn't changing from 1980 to 2024. Go figure. Sometimes technology is so crazy. Well, all we did was put a case in and they started doing all the work to fix it. Listen, I don't know how to fix a website, and I don't have time to fix a website. What we have is resources that they do so that we can win, and the price point is great for our customer, and then we can make a little bit of money, which I love. So what our job is we enroll customers when the website works, obviously. And I would say 99.9% of the time it does perfectly. But sometimes our partner companies aren't perfect, and that happens, right? And so in our business, we can earn money two ways personally. And then we have some other ways that are just extra perks that are pretty incredible. So every month, as we share different services with our contacts, friends, families, business owners, entrepreneurs, we get to add how many bills we redirect to our marketing team. So if we bring 5 bills to the system, we can earn a $200 bonus. If we bring 8 services, we can earn a $400 bonus. Well, I have a cute little niece who is just finished her college, and she is headed on a mission for our church. And so this month, our goal was to get 8 new services so that she could have a little extra $400 in her account to help her, while she's on her mission. Well, guess what? We were able to get lots of customers because people were excited about our cause. But then the services we were offering were a great fit. It was fantastic. In fact, my massage therapist came over to work on my son. He's getting ready for the Ohio State swim meet this weekend. He made it. He's top 8. We're really excited about that. And she and I were talking, and she was saying that her healthcare was going through the roof, and she knew I had moved into that space. And so we went through it. Oh my goodness. She's like, this is fantastic. It's going to save me over $225 a month. So again, we can just have conversations with people and refer them to our website, pick the right services that are fit, and every month make a little extra money on the side. Now, you're not going to get rich signing up 11 services every single month. You're going to make an extra $600, you guys. It's a great part-time business. But the real element of this business is what I'm going to share on this other half of the screen. It's called residual income. And this is the concept where we get to profit share in the back end of the commissionable revenue. See, most of the time, we might have a job that we trade time for money. We might have a sales job that we make commissions once for putting something together. And what I really love in our business is we get to make money reoccurring and compounding as we make this referrals. So we start at 3%, and as we add more bills to our little piggy bank, I want to say, we help more people have better value. We get to add up those bills and the commissionable revenue. And every month we make a percentage. And soon you could be at 20% of commissionable revenue. Now I'm going to break that down. I'm going to use Impact as a great example because right now we're referring a ton of people to Impact. And I'm pretty excited because, we've been able to see some really great results from this. So what's neat about this is, as we break this down, I'm going to show it in just a few minutes, is that it can grow really big. Instead of just having a $600 bonus every month for doing the work, you could be having a $600 bonus and $1,000 a month in reoccurring income, then a $1,500 a month reoccurring income, and then all of a sudden a $2,000 a month reoccurring income because your efforts you do a little bit every month compound into a bigger result. And I love that. In our business, other people like it and they want to refer. Some of you are on here tonight because someone invited you to see this. And so in our business, we want to help you have success because as we introduce this to others, what's incredible about this is we can earn some one-time bonuses while we help new people get customers. But even more exciting, we get to profit share 4% when we help other people win. Now imagine if I was on your team and I went out and I got, customers, and you didn't know my massage therapist and she signed up for healthcare and every month she paid her bill. Would it be okay for you to earn 4% of my conversation because you taught me how to do it? See? So I want you to realize is that, like, even today, I was talking to some lovely ladies and they were incredible business owners. They've worked really hard to build these relationships. And right now they're just looking for solutions for all of their employees. They're looking for some of their associates for healthcare. Well, as we're talking, they're thinking of people they want to refer. So you better believe I'm going to share with them because why not let them earn 20%? I'll help them and make 4. But see how we both win in this situation? So your friend and associate invited you to see the business and you're not going to do it by yourself. So remember I told you we wanted to make more money. We wanted to bring value to people, right? Savings is value. And then we want to have an environment where people actually want us to win. They don't cut us down. They cheer and help us out. Our business model works from the ground up. Because when you have success, everyone succeeds. And that's why I'm very excited to share how to do this business. So, tonight, as I share this, I want you to take some notes. Or the first thing I want you to do is I want you to take a screenshot of this really quick. Let me see if he put this slide on here. There's two screenshots today that I want you to do. I don't see where Bears put this on here. Hang on just a second. I'm going to find it. And I know I didn't lose it. Okay, first one is this. All right, let me share my screen to this. In our business, we want you to be in a place to make money as fast as possible. And my computer is being really slow, everyone, and I apologize for that. So it's not letting me share my screen for a minute. But what I mean by we want you to be successful right away is we want you to have a chance to get some checks. Because if you get checks, you're going to know it's real. So if you take a screenshot of this right here, this little QR code, which I think is showing on the screen. Give me a thumbs up, you guys, if my QR code's on the screen. Okay, good. All right. So the first position we earn after we get our first 5 bills is called executive team trainer. And what we want is we want to see you get some money in your pocket. Now, some of you are going to say, I don't need to make money to know it's real. Well, listen, it doesn't matter. Somebody else needs to make money. And so you should practice what I'm going to teach you because it's going to be duplicated or your group can grow when we use this model. Okay. Now, the key about this model is that we're keeping it really simple. You're busy. We're busy. People are busy and we want to bring value to them. So we're going to learn how to be inviters. But the first thing we have to do is we have to make a list. So on the right-hand side of that form, when you pull it up and you print it at your house, because I'm old school, I like paper. In fact, I'm sitting here today with my system planner in front of me with all my notes of everyone I met, follow-up emails, keeping track of things when I'm working with my team members. And I'm going to give you guys a QR code for that in a minute. But you've got to make a list. You've got to make a list and you got to keep making your list your whole life because everything is about who you know. Let me give a great example. My sweet son, who is 18, really wanted to go to this college. We thought for sure he's getting to the college. He has applied to these big D1 schools. He's gotten into everywhere. Well, we got the letter on Friday night that he did not get accepted to this school. And we're all a little sad. We couldn't believe it. He got $93 academic scholarships for a school in Florida. Like he's getting offers all over the place. But the one place he wanted to go, just not the right fit right now, right? So that was on his list. Well, guess what? Now it's not on his list. So if you only make a list of 2 or 3 friends and someone is not in a good place to look at what you're doing, support what you're doing, listen to what you're up to, then here's what happens is you guys, you feel like you failed because you don't have anywhere else to go. Well, guess what? That's not how this works. In our business, if we have a big list, we have lots of options. And so it's so funny because yes, he was a little disappointed. And I was really worried because the next day he had his big swim meet to make sure he made it to state and, got good times. And I was so worried that he was going to be mentally affected by getting a no. Do some of us sometimes feel like we're getting affected when we get a no, right? Well, here's what I know is the next morning we get up, we go out to our big district meet. He takes number 4 in all of his stuff. All 4 of his meets, he gets 2 best times and 2 school records, and he is ready to go at state. And he's got, he's just on cloud 9. He's like, well, too bad for them. I won't be swimming for them. It's no big deal, right? He's looking at this like, no, I do have options. And while we were there talking to some different parents, we got 3 more invitations to talk to coaches at different schools. And it's interesting because things that we didn't even think were options opened up because we had made a list and we had started to talk and look at things. Now, I'm using my cute 18-year-old as an example, but I'm trying to teach everyone on this call an important lesson. Is that this business is about sharing it with everyone. It's about building a big list that gives you lots of options because sometimes you think, oh, this person's going to be awesome. And then they don't call you back. And you think, oh my gosh, this person knows everyone and nobody knows him or her, right? Like those things just happen. Or they think, oh my gosh, this is going to be the best thing ever. And then all of a sudden, a family member gets sick and they can't focus in. Or sometimes you are talking to every person on that list and the timing is not right for them. But when you talk to the next person, you're getting better and better and better. And then all of a sudden, the right group of people show up. Like some of us on the call tonight, we're the right people. We want to work together. And the reason I really want to share this with everybody is because, yes, I want to help you get the executive team leader bonus. Let me just show you what it can look like in your business. And again, my computer is being really slow tonight. I'm just loving this computer tonight. And I apologize, everyone. I'm going to go figure out what's going on with this. Okay, so here's how it works. You're making a list. You're putting everybody on the list. You're not judging anybody. You're talking to everyone. You're inviting everybody. You don't know. You say, come see what I'm up to. I'm so excited about this. It's the best environment I've ever been around. You know, I've been wanting to make more money, but the best part, it gives you great value. Come and see, right? So we share with this list. And then what happens is you get a couple customers from yourself. You start sharing this with people, you get a couple customers from everybody else. And then all of a sudden, some of the people you're talking to say, I want to do this. I want to refer people too. This is fun. I love helping people. This makes sense. They start getting some customers. Everyone starts to win. People are winning. They're making an extra $200 for getting their first 5 bills. And then what happens is you've helped enough people and you're getting customers still. And now all of a sudden, you get some extra money because we did it quick. In the first 30 days, you make an extra $700. Woo woo, we're all excited. All right. So that's what executive team leader is. You get some customers and then you share what you're doing with people and they go, wait a minute, I have people I can refer. I'd love to get customers with us. Now, that was a huge list and only 2 people liked it on that list, according to the way that little diagram worked out. Listen, I talked to 12 people before I got my first yes. I got a lot of no's before I got yeses. So you got to make a big list. Now I'm going to talk about who we should put on our list first. Who should we really focus on? Because the conversations are easier with these people. All right. Here's what they are. Conversations with business owners. They're very open to support other businesses. They're curious about what you found that has value. They're curious about options and solutions, because they're dealing with it every day. Self-employed people, if it's do or die, and all of a sudden we're sharing an environment that people are helping us and they can do it for free and they can be a customer and save money. People in sales already like to talk to people. Networkers, I love going to networking events. Tomorrow I'm hosting a lunch and learn. I've got a panel of with all the real estate people from the Home Builders Association. We have a panel of designers going to come share their insights, but I'm hosting the lunch. So I get to take 5-10 minutes and talk about our great solutions for healthcare for small business owners. And they get to hear me, but they also get free lunch. So it works out really good. So I love networking with people, right? And then who do we know in our life who have great work ethic, that they're hungry for something else? You're like, that's me. Then you need to do this with us. And if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it until it's done. I'm not going to quit when it's hard. I'm going to keep going when I get a no. I'm going to keep looking for solutions when it doesn't turn out perfect. And then who do we know who has influence? When they help people, they make things happen. You know, when they invite people, people show up. Not everyone has that skill. So these are 4 skills, and some people will have some of these skills and some of them will have other skills. They don't have to be business owners to win in our business. I wasn't a business owner until I started our business. I'd always wanted to be, but I didn't have the right vehicle. Now, some of you are like, well, what do I say to these people and how do I work it? Well, every single Saturday we have training. Right now I'm going to go over it. But our team is called The System, and I put together a workbook, and you're welcome to get a copy of it. And when you do, you can get 2 for the price, basically for $39, you get 2. So you get 2 for $20, and you get accepted into our video series and our community where you can talk to other people who are learning what to say and how to do things and network. And it helps us to go out there in the next 90 days and really push ourselves and be accountable. So if you would like to know that, there's that as well. But the thing is that the most important thing you do in this business is we are sorting. We are not selling. I am not trying to convince somebody that I have the best healthcare option. I am trying to look to see who is the right fit for my services, for who they are and what they need. And sometimes we're a great fit and sometimes we're not. That's it. We're just sorting. I'm looking for people who want to create more income in their life. Some people don't. That's okay. I'm just sorting. I'm looking for great people to have great environments to work together to win big. Some people want that and some people don't. So, again, we need to be professional. We need to realize it's about timing, not talent. And we have to be willing to go through the numbers so that we can win really big. And I think that that's one of the most important elements to have a business, no matter what it is, whether it's a traditional business or if it's a mom and pop, or whether or not you're doing something like this, a virtual online store. We need to realize that we have something really big and we shouldn't think that it's going to be easy every single second, because it's not. If I'm telling anyone the truth is it takes time. So I'm going to show you a couple reasons why it's worth the time. So I want us to think about the fact that we would be doing this around our busy schedule, maybe 3 to 5 hours a week. So part-time. Tonight, I'm going to be about 10 more minutes. So we're going to take 40 minutes tonight, and the next hour and 20 minutes of your week should be inviting and sharing. That's what you should be spending your time on. But here's why. Like, for example, on Thursday nights, we're going to share Impact Health. We do it for all potential clients, people becoming members. We let them ask questions. We have people in the community share testimonials. And what's neat about this is they understand that our healthcare is phenomenal. And even though it's so inexpensive, it is full blown exactly what you're looking for solutions. Well, what's neat about that is that now you can make these referrals. And let's say you made one a week for a year. Now, I'm going to start off with one every 2 weeks because maybe you'll get not so used to it. But understand that one referral could be a business owner who has 6 employees. Another referral could be for a family. Another referral could be for a young kid who's, out of college and starting a career that doesn't offer a good healthcare program, takes too much money out of his or hers check every month. So again, these referrals can come from all different walks of life. So let's just say the average commissionable revenue on an Impact Health is $150 a month. Okay. So if you got 25 impacts, that's one every other week this whole year, then you would have a reoccurring income, because you'd be over 10% and moving towards the 20% of $500 to $800 a month in reoccurring income. Now you add some cell phones, energy, merchant processing, identity theft protection to the mix, you could be at $1,000 in reoccurring income after working the business part-time a couple hours a week for a year. Now, that wasn't even a week. That was every other week we're working on the referrals, okay? Well, let's say we say, no, I'm going to talk to someone every week. I'm going to get a new impact every week. In fact, right now I'm working on a business that has 18 employees. So dang it, I'm going to get that 18 employee group, and that's going to go towards 50 impacts in that referral. Well, every single month when they are utilizing healthcare like they would anyways, but at a better price with a better program, you could have a reoccurring income of $1,600 to $2,000 a month. Now, what would that do for your family if you put 2 hours, 3 hours a week in sharing this to have a result at the end of the year that the next year you made an extra $24,000 in a part-time business that you spent 3 to 4 hours a week in? Would that be a pretty good return on our time? Absolutely. Well, what if we had a lot of business owner friends and we talked a lot more? We got 10 businesses who had 10 employees each, and we got 100 impact accounts this year. Maybe you only got one business a month, but they had enough employees that gave you over 100 impacts. Ladies and gentlemen, your reoccurring income would be an extra $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Now, I'm giving you this range because some of the individuals will be individuals, and then some of them will be families, and so their prices range. But anything between $3,000 to $4,000 a month on a reoccurring income could change our dynamics. Would everyone agree with that, right? Absolutely. When I saw this, I was teaching high school full time. I had uh, baseball after school where I coached, and then I was doing an academic coaching that I met the kids after school on the weekends, took them on, competitions. We were all over the place. If I could have an extra $3,000 a month, I would never have to teach summer school again. As much as I liked being a coach, I didn't have to rely on that $300 paycheck a month. You guys, this is so much smarter use of 5, 10 hours a week, is learning how to communicate and share this with people. That's what this is. This whole business is learning how to share value with other people and practicing. And when you're not very good at it, your whole job in the beginning is to be the inviter. I want to introduce you to my associate. I want you to jump on a Zoom Thursday night and hear about this healthcare that's disrupting the whole industry. Can you support me and listen and help me get some referrals? That's the kind of stuff you want to say to people. You want to say, I've got someone who's had 22 years experience and knowing that this has value. She's going to explain it this Thursday night. Can you jump on? And afterwards, can we brainstorm some people I could go talk to? Maybe we could go talk to them together. We could win together. You see, that's what this is all about, is winning together and having an opportunity that we are not doing it by ourselves, but we all win. Now, over time, the money could get really big. Like I showed you, if you did all the work yourself. But because of that 4% override, you guys, if you helped other people get 5 impacts each over time, it's going to compound out. And this business is designed to get leveraged efforts. So when we share this with people, we don't know what timing they're in. We don't know what they're looking for, but our job is to share. So let me tell you a little bit about it. The idea here is we want to build a distribution team. And I'm going to end on this because sometimes we feel nervous about inviting people to make money together and to build a team. But I love teams. In fact, my kids are on teams all the time. And when they show up on a team, I want them, whether they're the fastest, whether they're most skilled, I want them to leave that team better when they got there. That means they give it 100% of what little bit they can do. Some of them don't have as much skills as some of the other people, but when they're doing it, they're giving their best. And that's what I expect. Well, when I invite people to see the business, that's all I want. If you love the idea of sharing this and you might only have an hour a week, then man, that hour, you make it worthwhile. So the best way to use our time is to invite people to see the business and what you're up to. Simple. So here's a simple script you could use. All right, I'm going to share the script. It says, hey, do you have a minute? I wanted to call you and let you know I started a business, or I wanted to call you and let you know I am partnered with an amazing new company part-time because I don't know if you know this, but I have a ton of student loan debt. Or now, 25, 23 years later, I can say, I have a son who wants to go to a really expensive college. So I don't know if you know this, but I am working on a new business project. And so I am going to have a Zoom to launch it and to share with all my contacts what I'm up to. I would love for you to support me and see what I'm up to. Can I count on you to jump on the Zoom? Because if nothing else, I know you're going to see value and you can give me some great referrals. That's how simple you want to keep it. Can I count on you to come? Some other people would say, make it really great. Say, do you keep your options open for making money, or do you keep your options open for saving money? So you can say both of those things. Let me go back where my screen didn't do it. You can say, hey, I'd like to show you how I found a way that I could bring value to other people. It'll only take about 30 minutes. I would love for your support as I'm launching my business, because whether it's for you or not, you'll know people I could talk to. Would tomorrow at noon work, or Thursday at 5 o'clock work? You give 2 choices. That's what you do. You keep this thing simple, but you talk about what you're excited about, and you can tell them, do you keep your options open for saving money or making money? Would you like to take all your skills? You're so hardworking. What if you could take those skills and actually get something for yourself? Could be long-term residual income. And if they ask you a million questions, if you're new, say, I'm new. That's why I have an expert jumping on. Or if you say, listen, I've been doing this for the last year, it's growing so well, but I really want you to see it the same way I did with my associate. That way you can understand that you could fit this in without having all the answers the first day. Easy way to answer people, guys. And then, of course, if we really run this fast, we can make some extra money. Let me stop my share. Okay. So, last but not least, when we invite, the nice thing is it will sort people into being a customer, making money with us, or being a great referrer to us. That's all happens. It doesn't matter what they decide. The more people you talk to, the more ratios you're going to get. That's it. That's how this business works. And, sometimes I remember one time I was shopping for some shoes and I tried on so many shoes. And that salesperson worked so hard. And I could not find the right shoes to be the right fit for what I was looking for. And I felt so bad. I probably had her run back in the back to get the things all the time. And my son looked at me, he goes, "What's wrong with this shoe place? Why does that lady have to go get your shoes? Why can't we just get the shoes and try them on ourselves like in the other places?" I said, "Because I'm looking for good quality shoes. And so it takes time to go through that. And they're willing to pay the price because it's worthwhile when you get the sale." That's how this works. And in our business, it's very similar. We might share this with a lot of people, and it sometimes will be a fit and sometimes it's not, or the timing might be off, but we have to keep going because we get better at it. And one of the things we do to get better is we learn about impact. So let me just share this one more time with everybody so you all have the link for Thursday night. It is healthcoversredefined.com. We start at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time, 5 o'clock Pacific time, and yes, Mountain time, you're 6 o'clock. Okay. My husband and I usually host it, but this time I'm actually going to be with one of my awesome friends up in Cleveland because of the state competition. And so she will be hosting it with me, and we will have some really good banter and really talk about the value we've been doing with business owners. And Carrie has over 20 businesses she's been able to help and bring value to. And so we're going to share how impact has worked for them. The other link you need is this link. If you want to really learn how to do this business and have success in those 2 to 3 hours a week that you spend, then you need to know you're in business with the right people. You need to know you have the right team to help you. And our training that's coming up here in March in Dallas is going to be a perfect event for that. I have guests coming that aren't even in the business yet. I'm so excited. I have brand new people who are flying in from Ohio and Florida and other places because, ladies and gentlemen, we deserve to know who we're in business with. We deserve to know what to say and how to say it in a way that we can be the most effective possible. A lot of times people will say to me, I want you to help me. I don't have an upline that can help me. Well, you guys, that's why I jump on Tuesday nights to help, because I might not be your upline, but I help tonight if you took advantage of it. But sometimes we don't even know how to take advantage and have leverage. And when we go to these trainings, we get better. That's the key, is we can't expect to have the best things without it taking time and energy and a little bit of sacrifice. In fact, I have always said that this business requires sacrifice. The universe has to know you are committed to win, and then they want you to prove it. And when they do, the money comes pouring in, folks, and it's fantastic. And my idea of money pouring in might be different than your money pouring in. But I will tell you today, my mother and I went through numbers and we started talking about just impact and helping 5 people get this many impacts, and what does it look like for them, and what does it look like for us, and what does it look like for our team members if we help them build by 5s. And we were doing all these different equations. And the end result, if someone took this seriously, is still 6 figures a month if they wanted it. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that everyone's going to make 6 figures a month. Some of us will be excited about $500 a month. But I'm going to tell you, I didn't have the potential to earn even $10,000 a month as a high school teacher. It didn't matter how many programs I did. It didn't matter the master degree I got. It didn't matter what administrative thing I got. I could never make that kind of money. In this opportunity, because we're in industries that are trillions of dollars and there's such a need for the disruption and options, it is limitless amounts of income if we want to learn how to do it. So tonight, I shared some tricks and some options for you to learn how to build a really good business for yourself, to fill it into your busy schedule by just sharing it with people. I wanted to thank every single one of you. Thank you for being on with me tonight and listening and taking notes. It makes me so happy to see it because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this a long time, and I feel like I have good things I can share with people, but it really makes me feel so happy when so many people take time to listen because I know you're going to win. And when we see you win, we are so excited about it. In fact, I can tell you, I get more excited when my team has successes than I do for myself anymore. It's kind of like my kid. I was so excited that he could take this negative and have a positive. Now, I did ask him at the end of his races. We got home and I said, "So, were you swimming mad? Were you just getting it out?" And he goes, "Mom, I don't know how to swim mad. I decided I was going to swim for me and have fun and make this happen." And guess what? He did. He got best times, he got 2 high school records. He is ready for state to be a top contender, and his hard work is paying off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're willing to play and have fun with this and be okay with the no's, you have limitless opportunities to win. So, with that, I'm going to wish everyone a great night. I'm going to invite everyone to have a guest on Thursday night. Now, we do have an all IBO call with the owners about Dallas. And if you want to get on that call on Thursday, you're totally welcome. But what I would do is have guests be on my call with me about impact and then jump on with them afterwards. Talk to them. But if you're trying to decide to join the business or to come to Dallas in March, I will say come to Dallas. And I will tell you that it's the best thing because we'll all be there in person. I can give hugs to everybody and we can win. And we've got some team parties that we're going to do on Saturday night. And we're going to have some great networking. And we're preparing some amazing things for all of us. And we're so excited. So I will hopefully be seeing you soon in 3 weeks. But I hope to see you guys on Thursday night. And then, of course, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we always have a presentation and training with top leaders. So thank you, everybody, for jumping on with me tonight. Have a wonderful week. Let's invite people. Invite people. And I will see you guys very soon. Schedule your own Zooms. Love it. Thanks, everyone.